Welcome to today's session of Woman Thou Art Loose. As we continue our journey through the lives of remarkable women in the Bible, today we turn our attention to Hagar. Hagar, a woman who felt unseen and abandoned, found comfort in knowing that God sees and cares for her. Her story reminds us that no matter how isolated we may feel, we are never out of God's sight. Let's explore Hagar's story and find strength in God who sees us. Hagar's story is one of struggle, rejection, and isolation. Yet, in her most vulnerable moment, she experienced a profound revelation. God sees her. What can we learn from Hagar's encounter with God in the wilderness? Hagar was an Egyptian servant, mistreated and cast out into the wilderness. Alone and desperate, she encountered the angel of the Lord, who assured her that she was seen and cared for by God. In her distress, Hagar realized a powerful truth. You are the God who sees me. Hagar was driven out, feeling rejected and isolated. She faced the challenge of being alone, away from her home and all that was familiar. In her loneliness, she could have felt forgotten, but God was near. In her darkest moment, Hagar heard God's voice. He promised to multiply her descendants, reassuring her that he had a plan and purpose for her life. Hagar realized she was not alone. She was seen and valued by God. Hagar's experience reminds us that God sees every tear and hears every cry. He is present in our moments of distress and loneliness. No matter how isolated or abandoned we may feel, God's watchful eyes are always upon us. Today, take comfort in knowing that God sees you in every moment of your life. In times of loneliness or distress, remember that you are never alone. God is with you, guiding and caring for you. Reflect on Hagar's story today. How can you trust that God sees and cares for you in your moments of need? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, you are loved with the love of Christ. Until next time, you are a virtuous woman. Remember, you are seen and loved by God.